Are you dreaming of sharing your vows under cherry blossoms or by an ancient temple in Japan? Stick around because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how one couple did just that for their elopement in Kyoto. I'm James from Who Shot Photographer. I'm an elopement and wedding photographer who captures couples all around the world from Japan to Australia to New Zealand. And today I'm here to show you behind the scenes of a really exciting elopement I captured in Kyoto last year. I'm going to be walking you through their day, how they tackled all the paperwork, and how the whole day went logistically so you can have a better idea of what an elopement in Japan looks like. First of all though, let's talk about the legal side. How do you get married in Japan anyway? So Japan gives you a few different options. The first option is to actually legally get married at home and then save your vows for Japan, or you can also have a Shinto ceremony, or you can even do your paperwork with your Konin Todaki in Japan. It really depends on what you want to do, how easy you want to make things, and also how traditional you want to make them as well. For Ashley and Nathan, they actually went all in on the Konin Todaki. They really love Japan and they wanted to actually do all the proper paperwork. So this is something I really helped them with as well. Whilst doing all this research, it was a really common thing for me to kind of come into lots of different snags, especially on places like Reddit where people just straight up shut me and the couple down for wanting to actually elope in Japan. They said, oh, we can't really do it, it's not really a thing. And it's like with a lot of elopements, I just think that where there's a will, there's a way. And so I really went into diving into this even deeper. And eventually I found out about the Konin Todaki, all the paperwork, and it worked out really well. So the Konin Todaki is a little bit of it's quite interesting. It's basically like doing your paperwork at the DMV. So doing all this research, I basically found out about the Konin Todaki. I actually ended up emailing back and forth with one of the Kyoto wards, one of the big official offices there. They linked me to the right form to use, downloaded it, sent it to Nathan and Ashley, and it was a really nice form. It was like A3 size with all these sakura petals over it. Really beautiful. And they had to basically fill this in, get a couple of witness signatures on it as well at home, and then actually bring it all the way over to Japan. Now the thing with the Konin Todaki is basically it's not translated into English, so they also had to hire a translator and use a little bit of Google Translate to kind of work out what to put where, which is probably maybe the hardest part of this whole process. But as I say, if you get all your paperwork sorted out beforehand, it'll help you so much. And this is one of my really big tips for eloping in Japan. Make sure you print everything out. You have backups of backups as well. So for this Konin Todaki, I think they had it scanned in on Dropbox. They also had it printed out. Just best to kind of be very safe with this stuff, as with traveling everywhere in the world. So their day began in this beautiful traditional Japanese house, complete with like a cedar bath outside, and sliding doors, tatami mats, everything really you'd expect with a beautiful traditional Japanese home. Ashley was upstairs having her makeup done whilst Nathan was chilling out downstairs, getting his vows written as well. It was a really nice time just to have these two share this space together. And what they had actually done in the morning is got the Konin Todaki handed in, all sorted out. So I was getting ready as well for the day, and I got a text from Nathan saying they successfully got married. It all worked, and I was absolutely thrilled, really overjoyed. So whilst I was doing the getting ready process as well, this is where I actually documented part of that and actually capturing their certificates as well, and their passports, and all these other nice little details. I love capturing them first on the kind of getting ready process. And this is another really big tip for you guys. Definitely do invest in a nice Airbnb when getting ready, especially for elopements. It's one of these things where if the weather turns rubbish as well, you've actually got a nice backup location, but it's also just a really nice thing to have this beautiful space, especially for getting ready, especially if you've traveled halfway across the world as well. Come on. So they also wanted to do a first look, and this is something I'm a huge fan of. It's a really nice way just to kind of have that little bit of a feel of that kind of, I guess, traditional wedding where you do get to see each other, which is quite an exciting thing actually in your elopement, which is really fun. So what we did for the first elopement was basically I was looking around the place trying to think where would be really good, and I actually wanted they had these beautiful sliding doors there, and I thought it'd be really cool for Nathan to be kind of sat looking backwards kind of out this kind of window, and then for Ashley to open the doors, tap him on the shoulder and spin around, have a little bit of a look, which is super duper exciting. A really nice way to do it as well. Once we did this, we then got on with just finishing off the vows, writing this down together as well. Yeah, again, vow writing as part of your getting ready process thing is a really cool element to include into the day. Another big bit of advice here is definitely make room and make space in your timeline for these moments. So often I'll see sometimes people say, look, let's cram all of this stuff into about half an hour, an hour. It's best to let things breathe. It's best to give enough time there so you don't feel rushed, so that you can just take it all in, have a good time. It doesn't feel like you're being pressured and put on a conveyor belt, basically. Then hopped on a short train to Nanzenji's tranquil Tenjin garden around 3 p.m. Respecting the garden's etiquette, we wanted to find a really beautiful kind of quiet part of the temple for them to go in to share their vows as well. Here we found this really nice little place, and we have this beautiful koi pond nearby, all these beautiful trees around us, and we had this very quiet and intimate ceremony for Nathan and Ashley just to share some vows and also do a little ring exchange as well. This is the other thing in elopements, as I've mentioned before in other videos as well, elopements really are what you want them to be. In my opinion, having done elopements for over 8 years now, it's always the vows that mean the most, and this is why you can go and elope, get the paperwork done, keep the bureaucrats happy, but then actually share the vows, and this is where the real tears come out. And this is what you'll see in the footage and images from the day. It was incredibly emotional. When it comes to places like Japan, it's very important to be respectful to the area as well. In all the work I do, it's about being respectful to nature as well, but certainly in Japan, culture, and this is why I wanted to find a very quiet place. I didn't want to make a spectacle of Nathan and Ashley. After the vows, we strolled to the historic Keiji Incline, which is an old cherry line railway, which is just perfect for portraits, and they had all of these little alcoves there which were just beautiful for this as well. After this, we were all getting a little bit peckish, so Nathan and Ashley and I went for actually to walk to one of the local restaurants nearby, which was really beautiful. Had this great meal of, I think it was like scrambled egg, cabbage, and meat as well, but oh my god, just incredible. So tasty. That's the other thing about Japan. If you've never been, or if you're considering going, you will get ruined for stuff like ramen. I love ramen, and now it's really hard because the best ramen I've ever had is in Japan, and I'm constantly now trying to chase that one. So we fueled up, had a nice rest as well, which was really good, and then headed out for blue hour and the sunset, and this is where the magic really shines in Kyoto. And this is just a little tip for everybody here. It's always really important to actually plan to have a little food break along the day. Definitely make sure you're fueled and hydrated, and if you're like me, you can get hangry. Definitely put that in your itinerary for the day. Another really big temple in Kyoto is Yasuka Shrine, which is iconic, really beautiful, just near the Gion district as well. So you're going to have lots of opportunities there to have fantastic photos all around the area, and this is exactly what we did as well. Strolling through the streets at night, trying to find all these really little beautiful pockets of light with this kind of beautiful purple sunset in the background as well. Nathan and Ashley dancing in the street. It was incredibly good fun. And this is where then we ended up at the Yasuka Shrine, where we could have a look at the lanterns, and it wasn't too busy as well, which is quite good, but you really get that beautiful temple vibe. And for me, the lighting there especially was just absolutely captivating. I really wanted to create something really special and beautiful for Nathan and Ashley. So one of the things you can do when you actually go to a temple just like the Yasuka Shrine is you get these little kind of wooden hearts called emas, which are really beautiful. And what you can do is write a little wish on it and then hang it up, and Nathan and Ashley took the time to do this, and it was a really beautiful thing. Yeah, again, just a really nice little touch on their day. And as the crowds weren't too intense as well, we could get some really nice photos of them in the street as well, walking away, enjoying the rest of their night in Kyoto. And that gives you a little bit of an idea of what Nathan and Ashley's day looked like. As I say, there were so many incredible, awesome moments there, which I was just absolutely so grateful to be able to go and document and capture for them as well. I think with elopements, it really is about having a very comfortable day that feels like it's something that you both want to do, especially if you're going to Japan where there is just so much to do. And I think really incorporating your passions into the day is such an important thing. So I want to give you guys 4 tips now as well if you are thinking about eloping in Japan. First big tip is definitely look into the paperwork. I'd recommend getting someone who's done this before, like myself, to help you guys out with this so you understand the legal aspects of this as well. As I said before, there are so many different ways you can actually do this. Yeah, again, online you'll ask this, you'll have so many people telling you different things. We had people telling us Why are they doing that? Why are they eloping over there? And because the Konin Todaki is in Japanese, I even had one person say, oh, well, you shouldn't do it if you're English, which is just ridiculous. You truly can do it however you want to, but my big advice certainly is to look into the legal side of it. I have written a blog post on it, which I'm going to link below as well, which goes into how to get married in Japan. Go and check that out for more information as well. Second big bit of advice, if you do love the idea of sharing your vows in a temple, please, please, please be respectful. These are very, very sacred sites, and so because of that, few things to always say with this. Yet again, trying not to be the typical loud tourist is a really good thing. You know, no tripods, for example. Try and dress a little bit modestly. I hate saying that because I want people to be exactly who they are, but also it's this kind of balance of trying to find a good medium there as well. And also just trying to be respectful, not kind of pushing things over, going where you're not meant to be. Definitely do respect the culture and the temples. My third bit of advice for you all is basically look at the season and think which season you love the idea of. Japan has so many different areas, and they all change by season as well. For example, Sakura season is a very, very popular one. In Kyoto, you get all these beautiful blooms, but then again, if you go there at Christmas, you're gonna find it a little bit different. You know, in Japan, you do get snow as well. It's very, very seasonal, so definitely have a think about which season you guys like most, especially when it comes to temperature as well. In Kyoto, I think at the time it was a kind of a warm summer's day, so it was about like 30 degrees or so, which was really, really nice, but that differs completely to 6 months later as well. And the fourth bit of advice I would definitely give you is also do consider getting a translator as well for important legal documents. This is what actually Nathan did. I think it really did them a lot of good, which is really good. And they also had someone come with them on the day of actually handing in the Konin Todaki to the local ward. I think that is essential, especially if you want to make sure there are no last minute mishaps. And apparently that made the whole process a lot easier. So definitely deal with people who've done this before, who know what they're talking about. It makes a really big difference in making things really easy for yourselves. So if you guys could elope anywhere in Japan, where would it be? Would it be neon Tokyo? Would it be the cherry blossoms of Kyoto? Maybe the snow in Hokkaido? Where would it be? I would love to hear from you guys which parts of Japan you would love to elope in. So if you guys are looking for more information on how to elope in Japan, go and check out the link in the description down below. This goes over everything, how to get married in Japan, basically everything I've talked about here today. It's really, really awesome. And then you'll also see a link to the full gallery for Ashley and Nathan's elopement in there as well. If you did like this video, if you did find it helpful, please give me a like and subscribe. It does really, really help me out as a small content producer. I do try to spend a lot of time making these videos to help couples who are wondering about eloping. And I always have new topics coming out as well, especially if you want even me to cover something you guys are interested in or curious about, please do reach out. My Instagram is @WhoShotThePhotographer. I'm also on TikTok as well. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I will chat to you all soon. Thank you.